Welcome to We the Top Sips. I'm your host, UUino. We have a special show coming to you this week. We actually have about a plentiful of Metrovanias here to share with you, along with some other indie games that probably catch your attention. It's not too bad a list. We got about 12 games here to go through. It's got to be catching the eyes of people who are reminded of some bar touchscreen games, definitely Metrovanias, some classic remakes that are in here as well. We got some comedy ones in here and a couple horror ones, not too much. And that's what we got coming to you on this show here. For Metrovania fans, this is going to be a good episode. It's Metrovania dominant. Again, there's so many games out there in the world, and when we actually go through them, it doesn't mean, and when I ignore them, it doesn't mean that it's a bad game. It just means that I won't have time or anything to get down to it or have the time to actually play it. That's going to be specialized in Metrovanias, indies, and notables here on this stream because it would take forever to play all these games, let alone talk about every single one of them. Please don't be offended if I do ignore your game. It's just that reason right there. And all my opinions are really subjective. This title is Frontier Hunter, Urza's Wheel of Fortune, developed by Ice Sitrunner. It's an indie game that's getting a lot of great reviews. This one stuck out to me because obviously the art, the uniqueness, the size of the character is the appropriate size. Cutscenes are immaculate. I do enjoy anime as well, so having anime mixed with Metrovania with some good-looking mechanics and flow of the game really has its perks. But it looks like there's some more unique elements to the game here. Let me show you them actually. Oh, cool. Sort of fly like Star Fox. Here's your Metrovania aspect right here. It's gonna be one of those types. So this is it's like an anime Metrovania. Reminds me of that Moonlight Warriors or Moonlight Fighters style of game. Hey, nothing like a girl with a minigun and I guess a skirt. Whoa, what the hell is all these actually subtext puzzles? Multi-characters, looks like. Multiplayer, maybe even. Boob Jiggle Foundations, still strong. A lot of, This is Elder Legacy, developed by Honor Games. This game is a bit like, I guess, a mix of like Elder Scrolls, but then it's just a standalone game here, just on itself. And sometimes you want to scratch that itch for just like a good Morrowind game or Skyrim, but you don't want to install a Skyrim. I mean, this probably would scratch your itch. Seems a little Valheim-y too. You know, it's just, it stands taller than the other ones I've seen so far released in terms of indie and just cookie cutter games that come out on Steam all the time. This one's actually would be a good look at.
Here we are, Northern Borea. I've always dreamed of visiting this place. I'm looking for the Elder. I've decided to take up the path of a warrior and want to learn about the needs of this place. Perhaps some trouble has arisen.
That sounds like my roommate.
Myself.
Well, let's say you found the Elder. Ahem. They call me Velimir. But trouble has indeed struck, and not just one. Recently, our fisherman Veksha disappeared. Dark times have come not only for our village. The forests are raging, and the forest spirits have gone mad. An unknown enemy has appeared, one we've never seen before. haven't seen them myself, but they say these are humanoid lizards. On top of everything, death itself has awakened, and the dead are rising.
Well, that's news. I understand what those huge rats I encountered on my way here were all about.
What a nightmare. I need some good equipment.
I myself am a foundryman, but I can teach you to forge simple weapons.
Yep, so it looks like just a
Perhaps place a bet on some.
good adventure story.
I've already been there, but there's always some kind of foul creature.
I'm not sure if it's multiplayer though.
I've even complained to the militia about the undead.
Hey, what do you think you're doing, you scoundrels?
Quiet down, will you? Stop yelling, you big oaf.
My anger comes from seeing good people suffer.
These rats are causing a lot of trouble. We need to strike at the heart. Listen, don't go there. You'll lose your head.
Oh.
It turns out they had a little one, perhaps unwanted or maybe severely.
Get some Witcher vibes going on here.
They buried the child right by the hut somewhere, so people wouldn't find out.
Weapons are forbidden. No armor, only fists, and no sneaky blows below the belt.
And who told you that we live on this land and are nourished by it?
What do
Yeah,
you
like a
mean
card
you don't
game.
live here? You walk on this land, trample Mother Earth cause harm, and now you wish to wipe out our Slavic kin? This will not happen.
We know, mortal, the blood of your veins, the acorn of the third knee, from the flight of the ancient oak.
I said, give it back!
What brings you here?
Wow, this is a really long.
Peace to your home, mistress.
It's almost done
The
there.
young girl here says she has lost her brother.
How many times have I told her not to mess with people's heads?
Yes, definitely single player. Elden Ring, Skyrim. It Was Human. Developed by Losers. So this game popped out at me because it is a pretty artistic game. Of course, I'm a sucker for art and unique art, eclectic art, eccentric art, just different art. Going through hundreds and hundreds of games every month, you start seeing a pattern in graphics and visuals and cookie cutter things. So I really enjoy art that's unique because obviously it takes, you can see the love and time put into it. Unless it specifically says it was AI made. Usually, a lot of times now when you go through Steam games, you also have to look, if you scroll down, developers have to say that if AI was used in the game. So, at first glance, it's always important to take that into it just to support and find ways as well. Currently, there is a strike happening for voice actors against AI, and because AI is taking likeness to voice actors, replacing their jobs. And there was a recent pass for media and AI taking over on that. I think they're supposed to figure that shit out yet, but it's still not on there. But voice actors are on strike right now regarding AI usage. So again, do your due diligence if you're looking for games, or you just come here and trust me. And then you can see games that actually go to support voice actors and things like that. And we can find information like I just told you regarding this whole AI thing, and where to find it below. But again, that's to be attention off of what I just said. The art's unique. It is a visual novel, but I think this would actually fit up a couple people's alleys that are in the community here. So I definitely wanted to share this as well. Check it out. Interrogate. Oh, we're interrogating people. How uncomfortable. Okay, a little typo right there. It says it should be gathered. This is a variation in a lot of the art we're seeing, or different graphics. Oh boy. Yep, this is getting serious. Oh my gosh. Am I actually playing the game already? Is this a trap? Yeah, nothing more awesome than a person dancing on water. Doesn't freak me out at all. Oh my gosh, how long is this? Okay, we got a little bit left here. Ooh. Okay. This is like a whole story, gonna be like a nice story-driven game. Okay, so we didn't get to see a title here, but oh boy. This is Seventh Domain, Tree of Chaos. This is Seventh Domain, Tree of Chaos. The prologue, which means demo. Get it for free. This one stood out because it looks like a nice Metrovania throwback to Symphony of the Night and the new Super Castlevania X. Just a good refresher to those type of graphics and backgrounds and arts. Seems really fun. If you're into Metrovania, you can actually try these out right now. They're really free. Let me show you why it's here. Yeah, the sprites are the right size. I like the size of the character. Okay. Block, there's different sets of skills. Great drawing, great work. That's Seventh Domain, Tree of Chaos, the prologue demo. You could actually play for free. It's in early access, and it's usually what this means. This is early access demo, free prologue. Give it a shot. It'll probably be coming out probably in a few more months here. Does look fun. Looks very actionable. I was just mentioning how earlier on how the numbers pop up and everything, and they have that type of like trope, the anime with this type of fighter type. Is there again? I hope there's an option to turn off the damage there. That stuff always bothers me when I see damage come up. But aesthetics look nice. I really like where it's going with it. Probably stay more to it. Probably just even play it for free. Probably might even get it because it is free. Yeah, I should definitely check this one out. Metrovania fans. This is Arcseed, developed by Massive Galaxy Studios. This one popped on my list because I am a sucker for strategy mecha. I don't know why. It just always gets me. One of the first ones I played was on a Windows 98 computer. It was called Power Dolls. And I thoroughly love that game. It was really great. It was anime, mecha, and then grid style battle, strategic tacticals like this. And so this one sort of hit my nostalgia strings pretty hard because it's anime, mecha, strategy. type here. I just want to put this one out here. Seems pretty cool. Getting some Ava vibes, Neon Genesis, right? Getting some Neon Genesis vibes going on here. Because they're angels, and I mean, the way they even came out of the ground. Oh shit. Oh, it's like you play with cards too? Nice. This is Stormgate, developed by Frost Giant Studios. Now, this one hits nostalgia for me because it feels like I'm gonna play some Warcraft RTS. Warcraft 1, 2, or 3, mostly 3, and StarCraft. All the crafty stuff here, and this is back to it. Except that here's a fun thing: you could do PVE with co-op with other players who have the game, and it just be like StarCraft or Warcraft, except it's brand new and it's not made by Blizzard. Also, so many amazing things. Let's check it out. I mean, there's Terrans, and there might be Protoss, I guess, or they're like angels. So it's just different, right? There's Terrans, probably. I mean, they don't look like Zerg, and they look like Protoss. It looked at the campaign, looked like they were fighting Diablo against Diablo in Diablo 4. Yeah, RTS vibes going on. Now it looks like some League of Legends going on there with the heroes. I haven't seen an RTS in a while, to be honest with you. This is Minds Beneath Us, and developed by Barebone Studio. This game jumped out at me because I really enjoy point clicks and the style of cyberpunkness. Reminds me of Flashback. A lot of times when they do these atmospheric pixel games, you gotta look for the story to pull you in, and they tend to do this one. It's a really cool one. They managed to meld the cyberpunk world into it where it's not like, well, it's bits and pieces, but it's a growing background. And that's a big thing that needs to draw you in when you see these type of games. And the backgrounds are great. They've done a really good job. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. I really like it. It feels like there were a bunch of drones here. That 2 monitor guy looked important. Those cars are the same cars that we saw in Westworld, actually. Loving the art. Okay. It almost seems like it plays like a Space Ace Dragon Lair or just the action buttons in Resident Evil 4 when they first came out. This is Boyce the Voice, developed by Emmanuel Ho. So this one jumped out at me because, you know, rhythm games are pretty cool and sometimes they get a little bit the same. And you're always like, man, I wish there was another Parappa the Rapper or something like that. Just pop out and just start rocking again. Well, this one might be one of them. This is Boyce the Voice. And what it is for everyone who thinks they want to be a VA or try to be a VA, this is a rhythmic game based on your voice that you use when you're dubbing over things or reading a commercial, and that's how you play this game. Let me show you this one real quick. It's pretty cool.
Okay, boys. The people want to see some gameplay. Let's show them how it's done.
This summer, become the legend in Boyce the Voice. Over 6 custom levels, sync yourself to the cadence and conquer the challenges that await. Wishlist now to let your voice be heard.
Good job. That's a wrap.
That was Boyce the Voice by Emmanuel Ho. I just everything I just said is incorrect. I'm sorry. You don't use your voice. You're pushing fucking buttons. Damn it. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it'd be cool. I mean, it's unique. It does remind me of the Parappa Rapper vibes. And I was asking for a game like this, for rhythm anyway. I just thought it'd be your own voice. Shucks. This one still looks cool though. This is Biogun, developed by Dapper Dog Digital. You might remember this from probably a few months ago, but Biogun was actually in early access, and we actually covered on Wheelie Top Sips as well. So this is a story about how your dog gets sick, so you turn yourself into a microscopic entity to act as a vaccine to save the dog. So that's what this game is about here. I'll just show you a bit of the gameplay of the story, and then just a reminder. This is a cool game though. Oh, that's interesting. So it gets transmitted by smelling each other's butts.
Huh?
Art's really cool again. Backgrounds are done great. Oh, you're a pig. How cool. All right, so this is Sword of Convallaria. Sword of Convallaria, developed by XD, or a big smiley face. However you want to look at that. It's a JRPG story. It's like tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics, and it's done really well. There's not really much cookie cutter aspects in it. There's time and effort put into a lot of the background and the character designs. So I'm gonna share this with you. It's also free to play. So if you want some Final Fantasy Tactics and you're missing that a little bit, this might be a good game to swoop up and play because it's free to play.
When fate is but a pawn, one must tread lightly. Unsteady alliances and kingdoms crumbling.
Cool little anime cutscenes here. Cool character designs.
Coming this summer.
Is that what this is showing us? This is Mars 2120, developed by UUino Interactive. Okay, so this one jumped out at me because it was actually a smorgasbord of a lot of Metrovanias put together with a beautiful 2.5 3D element in the action sequences. It's a little interesting. Let me show you how it looks, and let's see how you feel about it, but I think this is going to be pretty fantastic.
It happened. They broke loose and are now infecting everyone in the colony. It's a bloodbath. What have we done?
Look at that, it's great. The platform Metrovania escaping parts. The point of views that it takes on these are really cool versus just your normal 2D that just be there. So this game's just out for you guys who are all Star Wars fans and all that stuff. Here is a Star Wars game that was released now. It's called Bounty Hunter. I'll just play it here for you just to let you guys know it came out.
Greetings, Django Fett. You are to capture Komari Vosa, the deranged leader of the Bando Gora.
No, Django. No bounty hunter who set out after the Bando Gora has ever returned.
Worried about losing your finder's fee? Komari Vosa, where is she?
Are you crazy? Just talking about them out loud get you killed.
You believe that?
I have underestimated this bounty hunter, Django Fett, and the one who shadows him. Kill them. Kill them now.
You won't get rid of me that easily, Fett. May the best man win the Mandalorian way.
I am the best. Always was.
This is Kitsune Tales, developed by Kitsune Games. This one jumped out at me because the voice acting, really awesome, really cool. The voice acting got me, and then the art got me, and then the music actually in the background was sort of reminded me of an old game called what was it? Destiny of an Emperor, and games like that that were around the Chinese lore and around Liu Bei and Liu Bu and Guan Yu and Zhang Fei. It's one of the old city soundtracks when you're in a town. And I think they applied it to this game too. It sounds really, really close to it, but that drawed me in as well. It nostalgia things, but gameplay looks really fantastic as a platformer here. Check it out.
Hey, Yuzu. Inari finally gave you your first mission.
I can just tell that it's going to be full of new friends, adventures, and delicious foods.
I was hoping that we could go to the spring dance together.
It does sound kind of fun when you put it that way.
The next dance belongs to me.
My childhood friend Kiri kidnapped my sort of girlfriend, Akko, out of jealousy. But don't worry, I'm going to rescue Akko.
Either she is your girlfriend or she isn't. It is not complicated.
You want Kiri instead? She's so pretty and such a bad girl.
I suppose sometimes love blinds even the best of us.
You hurt someone
Bosses
I care
look
about.
cool too.
And now it's time for payback.
Deviator, developed by Gammy Studios. Okay, so I don't know what this game is. We're gonna take a look at it though. It just came out like literally like 2 minutes ago. But it is a Metroidvania. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. When I saw in my upcoming releases when I was reviewing them and shorting out that list there. This one was on that list. I was like, oh, probably popping out soon enough. It really feels like a Hollow Knight, to be honest with you. But check this out. Really pretty, right? Very Hollow-esque. Hollow Knight-esque. I mean, it's great. It's unique. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, this is cool. Getting tired of waiting for Silk Song to come out in 2099? Don't worry. Play Deviator. Yeah, this seems really good. It's currently in early access as well, so this is like beta. Run Vivian Run, developed by Imo-chan Games. Oh my gosh, it seems like a Ultra Unicorn. Look at this right here. Running around looking like a disciple. There's gonna be a runner type, rhythm runner.
I know there is no God in this world.
Of course not.
My voice reaches no one, and lamenting won't change the world.
That's sweet. Well, that's a good thing.
Actions with strong conviction can bring about change.
It seems like...
Therefore I shall embark. For I see light on my path.
Okay, I get it. So this is like an anime unicorn runner, attack runner. It's really pretty. Yeah, so it reminds me of that too. I want to be with you and go and see with you. Da 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 da. Fuck, do you see that? That's cool. This is 9 Treasures of Liu Yin. This one jumped out at me because of the isometric souls like battling. I love that it goes into bullet time when you're doing some action moves, and it seems really fun too. Check it out. really cool. It seems really cool how they put in the action in this. So it seems like a little more zoomed out Neo. Parry elements coming on, slow time, bullet time. Oh, get over here. Oh, cool, Ninetales. Some Sekiro going on with the ping pangs. You will die. This is my Pop Goes, developed by Kane Carter, published by Click Team. Now, this is a game that I did want to mention as a notable just because this is a spin-off licensed by the FNAF franchise with Scott Clark. So you can actually see on their Twitter that this is actually going to be a release. So this is part of Friday Nights at Freddy's. But it's just like a spin-off puzzle game. If you really enjoyed Friday Nights at Freddy's or even the movie, this might be right up your alley here. Oh, something like Tomogachi. Looks like Mr. Game & Watch as well. Miso, thank you for those. We get at that part where I said Miso too. So it's just like a bunch of little puzzle games with characters from Friday Nights at Freddy's. I guess this is a comedy one. There's a comedian within our group as well. But things actually make me laugh a bit. I do want to share it as well. The art is unique and it's not cookie cutter. They could tell that there was time and effort put into most of this game here. But I guess what this does is just goes on a little bit about trying to understand a different accent, even though you're well versed in English. But different areas that practice the English language has different wordings and different slangs. And it just goes in here too. Here's this one here. Let's see if you guys enjoy this as well.
Oh, hello there, young man.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness you're here. If you're looking for something to do.
I've been sucking this pipe all morning. And then I realised it's stores with lead.
Oh, a bunch of cigarettes in their mouths.
No meat.
Now, you gotta wait for that useless locksmith.
Larry. Florence.
Solid.
Rod.
Oh, you're messing about with that thing, are you?
You can start by getting on that boat.
It reminds me of Discworld.
Don't you come back here until those hands are clutching his meat.
This is Talassa, Edge of the Abyss, developed by Sarepta Studios. This game popped out at me because it just seems like a fun, interactive story adventure type. Almost like Subnautica, except we're exploring a single ship versus just the whole ocean. Check it out.
Peggy 7.
The salt on the breeze, calm rush of the ocean around us.
really puts things into perspective. I'm happy here, on this ship with this crew. I don't want to lose what we have here. You're my dive partner for a reason. You see far more than most.
Get clear!
Cam, I'm worried about you. We do need to find out what happened. I know that you haven't been down there since. We owe their families closure.
Oh.
Go over everything.
If you enjoyed Alan Wake, this might be one right there too. Minus the whole like shooting things. Detective aspect would look really fun.
The repairs I tasked you with are long overdue.
Jesse uncovered something nefarious.
There's definitely more going on than meets the eye.
Can you hear me, Cam?
This is just a story to you, isn't it?
Don't worry. We will be fine.
What's wrong with that?
Isn't Thomas a bit young to be chief engineer?
I swear he has in for me because I'm young. That bitter old man. Cam.
Seems like a fun
This ship is to blame.
detective interactive type.
Still some things that are...
Art's done well too.
Can you hear me?
Someone
Are you there?
did this.
Cam.
No.
Hey!
Look out. Survivor's guilt is so irrational.
This is called Baby Blues Nightmares, the prologue, which means it's free. Developed by Steel Krill Studios. Let's check this one out here. This one not actually, horror type games are a dime a dozen on Steam. They come out with so many of them. And so you go through a lot of them, point click, you see the FPS rate, you see how much flacker they use. You could have a seizure or not, if you like the jump scares, blah, 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 blah. Right? So after going through all those blah, blah, blah horror games, you start coming across some nice diamonds and some nice gems. The last one we had that was great and beautiful was actually Indigo Park, which was also free as well. Bless the developer for that as well, for creating such a great game and making it free. This has that same vibe here, like the type of feel that you get in Indigo Park as well. Not to compare the two, but to compare the would-be success of its own game in its own way. Check this one out, though. Don't you know what she's saying? Fucking crayon. Just doodle on the wall, kid. Don't mind the blood. Oh shit, how you supposed to open doors? Oh shit, you made it black and red. All right, we're gonna figure out this game here. That's gonna be our taker, the crown. Yeah, this week's weekly top sip winner, Deviator. Thank you for all watching this week's weekly top sip. Deviator looks like a great game. Again, we can't wait until 2099 for Silk Song. However the hell long that game's gonna take. You guys are losing your player base, and you know what? This is a great fill. I'm glad it's in early access. It's beautiful. You should definitely check it out. And I'll see you guys next Thursday for the next week. Thanks again for your support. Kick-Ass Chew Bubblegum. Find me on my Steam curated page, my YouTube, and my Twitter down below by clicking the About buttons right down over there. To get Weekly Top Sips there, we can find all the great games and gaming news there. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work. Anyway, check you guys later. Bye-byes.